Hello, my Leo friends. Welcome to your general reading here on Daily Divine Guidance. This is for Leo's sun, moon, or rising signs. My friends, any information that you need will be in the description box below for you, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. We've got one card. We got two cards. Let's get two more for you. What else does Leo need to know at this time? One more, please. Thank you. Get a couple of clarifiers really quickly. What has Leo learned? What has Leo learned? What are we talking about here with this Eight of Pentacles? Very interesting. Leo, you have, I'm going to set these over here, but we'll talk about them in a second. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, King of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Eight of Pentacles is being clarified by the High Priestess, Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. You guys have quickly, and I mean quickly because we have the Knight of Swords, which is a very fast-moving, ambitious action card, and the Eight of Wands. You're learning something here very, very quickly. I feel like it's about a person or a situation in your life that has been kind of plaguing you, if you will. The reason why I say that is because of the Seven of Swords. Now, this can be anything from an intimate relationship. We'll continue reading, of course. We've got 20 minutes here, you guys. But it could be, business related. It could be family related, but it does feel very much like a relationship, and something has been, like I said, it's been plaguing you. Like somebody's been dishonest, or somebody hasn't come forward and cleared the situation. There's some sort of drama or something happening around you, and you're learning the truth very, very quickly. Part of that truth is coming from your own intuition. You have the High Priestess here, and the High Priestess is a divine feminine card, okay? So again, relationships, Venus energy, grounding, those kind of things. But it's a card of intuition and spiritual connection. I feel like you, Leo, have been receiving messages. And if you're like, no, I haven't, pay attention. You're going to start receiving messages. Some kind of situation is going to clear up, okay? And it's definitely a situation where you feel like you have been betrayed, or you may, when you learn the truth, you may end up feeling like you've been betrayed. You've been stabbed in the back. Seven of Swords is my watch your back card. So pay very close attention, Leo, to the energy around you and the knowledge that you receive. I would also say with the King of Swords being here, not to take everything that's told to you with a grain of salt, especially when you're seeking the truth. Eight of Wands, again, it's a forward-moving, fast-paced energy. So you're really learning this very, very quickly. King of Swords here, honest, direct, clear communication, mental clarity. It's almost like the fog is lifted. Like you really learn what's going on here, and you can see it for what it truly is. So much so that you it kind of gives you like, I almost feel like you have an aha moment with this. Like an epiphany, if you will. The Hanged Man is that card of surrender, taking a break, pausing and surrendering to what is, and looking at things from a different perspective. Let's get a clarifier for the Hanged Man. Yeah, this has to do with some sort of conflict. You're going to be able to, I really feel like with the King of Swords and the Hanged Man here paired together, it's going to take work, but you're going to, I feel like you're going to understand something out of this. You're going to learn something about a person. Yeah, it's not just about betrayal. You're going to learn something about a person in your life. Someone that you've had conflict with. And I feel like what you're going to learn is going to give you a new insight into why this person is the way they are. Not that you're going to be excusing their behavior, but that you're going to have a new perspective on why they're so dramatic or toxic or negative. Like there's something you don't know that you're going to learn. And it's just going to give you a new perspective. I almost feel like it's going to help you understand. And even in future relationships or other relationships, it's going to kind of give you, you know, compassion is the first word that comes to mind, but I don't think it's so much compassion, but a little more patience with people that you don't understand right away. Are those okay? Well, we got 3 cards here. That's all right. We'll set these 2 over here. So now you have the Knight of Pentacles, the World, Judgment, the 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Excuse me, the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords. It's the 8 of Swords. So you have this epiphany. You have this aha moment. You learn something that you didn't. I apologize for any firework noises. And also, if my dog starts barking, it's not... That's not distracting at all. Okay, it won't be now. Even if it continues, it's fine. So you go from this very fast, right? We have all this fast-paced movement right here to slowing down. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of great care, okay? This is a strategic, methodical energy. It is definitely forward moving, but it is a lot slower than, let's say, your Knight of Swords, okay? So I feel like once you have this moment here where you learn something that makes you understand the behavior or the mannerisms or the communications of someone or a situation, whatnot, or what have you, I feel like you're going to start to examine it more, and you're going to kind of look at a lot of things differently in life. You really are gaining a new perspective on it's communication. You're gaining a new perspective on how, not so much how you communicate, Leo, but how others communicate with you. Why others are communicating you with the way that they are. It's almost like a psychology kind of, it's got a psychology vibe to it. Like you're gonna be like, oh, well, I wonder if this person, you know, went through this, this, and this, and that's why. It's just like you're gonna start thinking about the secret messages behind the way people communicate with you. That's all I keep getting. It's a little bit slower because you're going to be, I feel like you're going to take it very slow, very carefully. You're going to really, it's about evaluation. You're going to evaluate not just relationships, but you're going to evaluate your communication and the way people communicate with you. You have the World here, and this is a card of accomplishment, completion. A lot of times it's cycles ending. So I feel like you're learning something here. You're accomplishing this beautiful like lesson of communication that you maybe didn't understand before. It just happens so fast. It's like literally like, oh, I get it now. You know, like it just happens so quickly for you. And it's the end of a cycle. It's the end of a cycle. You have rebirth coming in right after ending, new beginning. It's almost like the death card. You have an ending here and the phoenix rising from the ashes, an inner calling, things coming to things coming to an end and starting over. Now, I want to get clarifiers for these two lovely sword cards here. Okay. This is what you're learning. This is what you're learning. Where people have made you feel, where you've had very painful endings, right? This 10 of Swords is sudden endings. It's being stabbed in the back. It's that hurt. And it's a card of excuse me, really, it's another betrayal card. This coming in under the Hangman, coming in under that 5 of Wands there, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, geez Louise. 5 of Wands. You're really, this is what's, I feel like these two here are telling us what you're separating yourself from, what you've learned, what you're growing, what you're shifting, what you're changing, what you're ending here. You'll be able to recognize and see. You have the 9 of Wands and the Page of Swords clarifying these two cards. You're going to be able to recognize and see when people are not right for you, Leo, when people are going to take advantage of your good heart, your good nature, your very caring and protective ways. You're not going to feel trapped anymore. Because see, here, this shows that you've trapped yourself, right? That 8 of Swords is self-imprisonment. This is victim mentality. But you've released that. You've seen it from a new angle and see, oh my gosh, I did this to myself. I let this person in. I let them fool me and make me think that I needed them or whatever. But really, it was just you. Page of Swords and 9 of Wands. You are learning about clear communication. You're learning communication, okay? Page of Swords is a card of the knowledge seeker. This is the one who studies and studies and studies and grows and learns and keeps learning and keeps growing because they want to know everything. You're learning. You've learned, right? This is what you're clearing up now. I'm sorry, I'm kind of stumbling. But you've learned from this situation how to not be betrayed anymore. You've learned that. 9 of Wands, you're building confidence. You're building boundaries. You have the courage now, my little lions. You are building boundaries now to where you will not have these situations come through in your existence. And listen, they will come through, but you'll recognize them a lot faster. And what you do with that, hopefully, is remember that you completed this lesson, completed this cycle, and you won't have to repeat it again. What else can we get for our Leo friends? What else does Leo need to be aware of? It's completion. No more walking on Leo. No more using Leo. What else can we get for our Leo friends? 4 more cards, please. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Leo, now you have the Moon, 8 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So the moon is Pisces card. You may have a Pisces person in your life. This may have started during Pisces season back in late February through late March. You may have prominent Pisces in your chart. It may have nothing to do with Pisces at all. Can we get a clarification for the moon? Now, before I look at this, I feel like the moon here is saying that there's going to be someone that enters your life that brings up these feelings like, what if they're just like another person? Yeah, see, wow. Six of Cups. This is about reminiscing on the past. This is balance between, or it's finding joy and harmony in the past. And it's also, I see it as balance between the inner child and the adult self, or the present self. Excuse me, the present self. I do feel like there's going to be somebody from your past that re-enters your life that you might go, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I completed this cycle. Like, I don't need you around. I don't want this. Like, why are you back? You walk away from it. Like, you don't have to worry. When this person comes back, okay, when someone here comes back, your fears, your worries, the moon here, right? Illusions, fears, anxieties, worry, opportunity. You take and you remember that you learned the lesson, right? You learned that lesson up here in row number 2. You took your time in achieving it and you did it. That's why you have this 8 of Cups here. You will walk away. You will recognize the signs. You will move forward away from this connection because it is not a connection that serves any purpose in your life. You're actually going to feel very content and happy. You're going to have an abundance of I feel, healthy connections, as well as an abundance in your personal life. You're going to feel satisfied with the things around you and the way things are going around you. And you get right back on that fast ass horse, that Knight of Swords, determined, ready to take action, moving forward again in your life. You've done it. Like, you've learned this. You've grown from this. You've learned this. It's like, okay, I'm ready to get back to work now. Had a little bit of a lesson, had a little hill to climb. Time to start, walking the road again. Couple boulders to move out of the way, but you did it. Can I get 3 more cards really quickly for Leo, please? It's a good time to learn lessons. We've got, there's a lot going on, but there's a lot we can learn too. So 3 more cards, please, for Leo. That's 2. 3. Yeah, look at this. 3 cards right here. I feel that the 5 of Cups is a reminder of release here. What you're releasing, what you're ridding yourself of. 100%. You have the 5 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. And the 5 of Cups is clarified by the 3 of Cups. You have definitely struggled in some relationships, and I do feel like it's with people outside of your family. However, for a lot of you, it could be people within your family. The 3 of Cups is about friendship and team, like collaborating. It's happiness. It's celebrating with friends. 5 of Cups is a card of feeling disappointed, feeling like you failed, feeling regretful, remorse. Concentrating on these 3 emptying cups when you still have a full cup in your hand and one here pouring divine light into the situation. Okay, so you may feel like you've lost some good friendships or whatever, or you may feel like you failed some people or whatnot, but you're going to quickly realize that no, that's not what you've done. What you've actually done, Leo, is you've saved yourself a lot of heartache, because I do feel like there's some people taking advantage of you right now. You have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is the card of manifestation. This is the card of long-term success. You reap what you sow, and you are starting to sow. We come back to that Knight of Swords. Remember how we talked about you move right back into that fast-paced energy, action-oriented energy. You come right back into yourself, manifesting your desires, manifesting your perfect life, however it looks to you. You are definitely aware that you reap what you sow, that your thoughts become action, or your thoughts become things. So you're working on manifesting beautiful things that will grow and bring you success in your life. You're very, very connected to the divine at this time, Leo. So listen to the messages you're receiving. Your third eye is wide open. Your connection with spirit is bright and beautiful. This is a card of the divine feminine. So a lot of, again, feminine energy. I believe you had the High Priestess somewhere up here, unless that was Virgo. Somebody just had the High Priestess, and I don't remember what's up here. But anyway, that doesn't matter because this is for you. And you're clearing. I feel like this is also a clearing of karmic energy from it's a lot. It's like a long time, either generational or past life, but it is a clearing of karmic energy where you will not be taken advantage of anymore. My Leo friends, I hope this resonated well with you. If it did, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Helps us get the message out to more of our Leo friends. I'll be back next week with another love reading, so stay tuned for that. Until then, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody.